Mechanical man. I am a mechanical man.
Verifying the target 1,300 feet below. Please complete boarding procedures before getting in.
Roger that. Have a ton of tickets. Let's party!
Let's party, Justin. It's time for Metal Wolf Chaos. Quality, medium, high. Hello.
Alright. Have you ever played this before?
No. This is my first time Metal Wolf Chaosing.
I have seen gameplay of this. I've never played it. Which I imagine is the story for most people.
This game only came out in Japan.
Until recently.
And then Devolver picked it up.
Well, that's a very Devolver thing to do.
Yeah. So, you know.
By the end of the first quarter of the 21st century, freedom was dead in America.
Just like in real life.
Beginning with a large-scale military coup d'etat that erupted in various cities throughout the nation. The rebels seized power in all the central institutions of government.
Do you think From Software will ever go back? Will ever go back to just making a bunch of nonsense like this?
No.
However,
now they make big games that people care about.
Opposing the coup d'etat forces remain. This final hope being the U.S. president himself.
Joe Biden.
Michael Wilson, the 47th president of the United States, equipped with a special mobile armored ops suit developed in secret by the military, boldly waged his own personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
Get out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start.
I love fancy parties.
This kind of party is a first for me. Mr. President?
Okay, let's party!
Yeah.
To the White House.
Welcome to the White House.
The people outside look really scary, Mr. President. Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base. Please give your guests some FaceTime with the
Need to
commander.
move?
Video
or-
game. Video game.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wait. Okay,
This
there we
video
go.
game doesn't appear. Well, you see, we were
So
sitting
this
here
is
not
like-
saying anything.
There we go. I had to click
Anyway.
into the window.
Oh.
But this ends with you playing Shadow Tower.
Did those guys all drop mech-sized shotguns? Suppose so. Anyway, what's this about Shadow Tower? Another.
Going down the dark hole.
I'd like to play Shadow Tower.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
All these From Software games. When do you start playing King Steel 4, Brady?
I played King
Enter
Steel
the
4 on
underground base
stream.
using this oversized back door here.
That's right, I watched you play it. It seemed like a good game. I own it and should play my own copy.
The enemy are just lowly foot soldiers. Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no match for your special heavy mobile armor.
I love the fact that this robot has a robot-sized M4. You know, as one does. But yeah, I think the only I haven't played Kuon. I haven't played
Do you wanna
Enchanted
play-
Rings.
I'll be back.
Do you want to play Adventures of Cooking Cream together, Brady?
Okay, using the power of Parsec.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you.
There's got to be at least a few
Proceed ahead
Japanese
while destroying
exclusives
anything
from
that
software
stands in
games you
your
ever
way.
played.
Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation,
Did they make
is the main
some
key to fighting. Try out the
weird
weapons in your
adventure game
backpack as you
recently?
like.
In the last 5 years?
They made a VR game.
That's the one.
Oh wait, so that's okay. So that's all your guns that just pop out of this. Okay,
Yeah.
It's a very silly game.
I know. You got an M870 and a dual wielding an M870 and an M4A1.
Yeah.
Just like George Washington
President,
did.
there's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll
Am I
open
playing
the
this because of
barrier
4th of
now.
July?
Please
Maybe.
wait a moment.
Have you finished this, Relkin?
I played quite a bit of it at one point.
Whoa, something quite dangerous awaits. But with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened. Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well,
You think Joe Biden's a
lucky here.
bipedal neck man, or you think he's a
Joe Biden absolutely.
Quadruped?
I'll be voting for you
Or
next
tank,
term. Mr.
hover
President,
jets? What
the
are we talking
enemy is
about?
taking aim at Air Force One. Please be careful.
Is this locked at 30? That's the question I need to ask.
Oh, really? Is this not a 60 FPS game on PC?
We can look it up.
It seems to be running smooth enough, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like, if it's supposed to be 30, I wouldn't mess with it personally.
Yeah, those are the only graphics options. So I'm gonna say
Oh, that display.
this
Okay,
game
never
just
mind.
runs at a locked 30. Gotta get my chain up. It's off the chain. It's me, Dark Joe Biden. These guys are full of malarkey.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
I
How's
got a
that
giant
ticket? Let's
robot.
check in.
This is the worst Biden impersonation I've ever heard.
Folks, listen here. This giant robot, it
This
will
is
save
better.
America.
Just another day at the Oval Office.
Still not
Mr.
good.
President, welcome to
Oh, I'm
Air Force
sorry.
One.
I'm just gonna say there have been nationally recognized comedians on Saturday Night Live with worse but Joe Biden impressions.
Oh, I'm sure. No, that's not an yesterday.
Look, I flew out of the Washington Monument, Google, and now freedom. Yeah.
Destroying every American monument.
Yeah.
Like they were
Pretty
ever
cool.
invited. They're definitely.
Michael!
Richard!
Mr.
Richard!
President, it looks like this party is just getting started.
How many president points did I get? Not very good. President Michael Wilson's flight from White House cemented Vice President Richard Hawk's hold on the country. Hawk was free to thrust his depravity on the country in the name of revolution. The land of the free was no more, just like in real life. Let me tell you the story of a man who stood against the tide, who believed in his own justice even when it seemed the whole country had turned against him.
Jody, update me as to the
Idiot.
status of the nation.
Yeah.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Have they?
Mr. President, believe in your own justice.
Can't believe this didn't come out over here.
I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading out to save America. Let them know I won't be able to make it.
Yes, Mr. President.
I've got to save America. Sorry.
To my beloved fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your American justice and freedom supporter.
Uh-huh.
First of all, what I would like to tell each and every one of you is this. Recent events were not a mere coup d'etat, but rather a revolution to correct the wrongs in the United States of America.
Yes.
To our regret,
We had
our
to storm
nation
the
is
Capitol.
in a crisis situation. Since 2002,
The robots.
domestic terrorism
Yeah?
problems have increased rapidly. Economic disputes
Uh-huh.
originating from the exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden rise in unemployment due to the influx of large-scale immigration. Neither the current president nor the American government took actions to address these various problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to
Oh,
terrorist
these
cells.
this slander.
To correct this situation, Richard Hawk, Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old government and the U.S. military, rose to the task at hand. Much like our ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom.
Yeah.
And based in the belief of an independent war. And based in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this belief exists in the United States of America too. And here is that evil. This villainous terrorist who first appeared in Washington and began his unjust rampage goes by the alias Metal Wolf. His current whereabouts are unknown. While all of America will be under martial law until Metal Wolf is caught, please do not confuse the issues at hand. Without fail, the U.S. military elite forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your special remedy for all kinds of evil.
The coup d'etat army that occupies San Francisco still runs rampant and deprives 780,000 citizens of their freedom. Target areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their military activities, target areas where enemy forces are concentrated, are dangerous. But you can weaken their morale, destroy all target areas. Not this Metropolitan Recapture Operation from Cisco Sighted Road. Good luck and Godspeed.
All right.
Whoever did the music for this just sat in a room and jammed for like an hour.
Alright, I'm flamethrowers.
What you playing, Relkin?
Nazi Killing Simulator.
Oh, okay.
I love the weird shit, the Japanese only Xbox games. Because a lot of the time they were made by developers who were just like, oh, we only know how to make stuff for Windows. So...
Mr. President, how's the skydiving?
Not too bad.
San Francisco, occupied by coup d'etat forces.
What are the other... There's this, and there's Phantom Dust. What are the other exclusives?
Phantom Dust came out in the States, though.
Okay.
Okay, but what came out only in Japan for the Xbox?
A lot of shmups.
List of games you could put on
The
two
gentleman
hands.
in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m.
The gentleman in me goes off the
And now
clock at
I'm
5
gonna-
p.m.
Take America back!
Wait. No, Mr. President, no.
Annihilate the enemy
What'd he say?
He said, "Take America back."
Okay. Did you think he was gonna say something else?
No, listen, that's can't say that anymore. It's been ruined. Anyway.
Only Senator Armstrong.
Soldiers are coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you roll.
an idea of the movement tech in this game?
How does it feel to actually play? Like, I understand it's just a stupid meme game, but...
This does not feel as good as Armored
Mr.
Core.
President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms
Oh, we've
and
got to rescue
the
these
people inside.
POWs. Which means I cannot use...
How do you open that?
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons
Oh,
for the
you just
military.
shoot it.
Way
Okay.
to go, Mr. President. Now the POW can be
very
safely
simple.
liberated.
Yeah, no.
The enemy forces have even captured
But
San
does it feel
Francisco's
back into place?
cable
That I was
cars.
asking.
We can't let them get
It
away
didn't
with
feel
taking
special to get up
some
the
of
time, so I
great
can't imagine
American
it's
cities.
pretty good now.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements,
Also, this was the era of
attacking from another area.
This was the era of...
Winning
weird
by
action
retreating.
games.
This was also the last time, like, you could just make weird fucking video games like this.
The target area has been
Because as soon
destroyed.
as
This has been
video
a
games became
tremendous first
HD,
job.
they became a lot more expensive to make. And as a result, a lot of the weird Japanese B game disappeared.
I feel like there's been enough progress in, like, Unreal Engine and Unity and
Yeah.
such that we're getting back to that point. And in some ways we're there, but yeah, we're still not quite there yet.
A timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage. The destruct device kicks into action when you draw close for a fixed period of time. Be careful. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop. The POWs have been safely freed.
But yeah, you know, From Software was kind of the king of weird... Perhaps you've heard of,
Yeah, the developers of Evergrace and Enchanted Arms
yeah.
made some weird shit.
Liam O'Brien's own.
Yeah, boy.
The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first.
I wonder how many people are actually, like, credited on this game. Because I bet it's not a lot.
Do you reckon there's some people who didn't go credited?
I mean, that's also quite possible.
You succeeded in saving the POWs.
Historic San Francisco Chinatown.
Well, if it isn't the pride of the United States military. M1 Abrams tanks. I never thought they would join the fight.
Every single line this woman gives is like... It's like she's trying to sell you something. But she's talking about blowing up tanks.
I looked up how long to beat for this,
Yeah, this game.
and Google gave me 2 responses at the top. The first one was from True Achievements, which said 30 to 35 hours, and then the IGN review says 7 hours. So, one of those is for 100% completion, I'm sure, but it was still funny.
Mr. President, the POW rescue failed. Destroy them one after the other. High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please, don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack. Mr. President, there are 3 areas remaining. Just a bit more, Mr. President. The enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it. Suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight.
she's saying? She's just saying what's on every American news.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello.
Go ahead. I'm gonna play some more Arena in the arena for fun.
Now, that's what I expect for a U.S. president.
Mr. President! Could this be a thank you for destroying the area?
You should be careful saying that
looks
line
like you're
on the
gonna
internet.
receive a
Yeah.
lovely present.
Unless you find somebody who fervently agrees with you.
Uh-oh.
That boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Yeah, that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President.
Wait, is this a phase? Is this a next phase? Are you at that point in your life? A lot of mech phase.
We all eventually reach the mech phase.
Sweetie, are you okay? You're playing a lot of mech games.
Honey, are you okay? You keep trying to critique the American military establishment and war.
You keep talking about quadrupeds.
Mr.
Sweetie, I
President.
don't know what's going on.
Not really, Jody. Nothing to get excited about.
I also love how obvious the Canadian accent on the guy playing Michael Wilson is.
They say sorry.
A little bit, yeah.
That would do it.
But on the other hand, unlike Armored Core, I can just fire willy-nilly without having to worry about paying for ammo.
Why would you? That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, I missed this.
Doug is very scared.
Yeah, he should be.
There was rain earlier. He didn't like that. Now they're under.
The enemy
now there's
forces in
fireworks.
San Francisco have been annihilated.
All of it.
Nice work, Mr. President.
Sure.
What's the
All
world
in a
coming
day's
to?
work, huh, Mr. President?
Nope, we've only just begun. The fight will continue. As long as the America inside my heart is still alive.
I agree, Michael Wilson. A sharp rebuke of cannon fire echoed across San Francisco as President Wilson commenced his counteroffensive against the Vice President's regime. The liberation of the city struck a chord in the hearts of a small band of patriots whose alabaster souls still believed in the freedom that Richard Hawk had stripped away. A movement had been born, and it wanted Hawk to get the hell out of Dodge. The wings of justice were spreading like an eagle and getting ready to soar. DNN correspondent Peter McDonald.
Mr. President, the Information Management Department received an email that...
DNN correspondent?
Yeah.
An
Yeah.
email?
Actually, it's a sound file.
Play it for me.
Yes, boss.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces. Awaiting response from fellow sympathizers.
The sound quality is terrible. Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded just yet.
Oh, thank
And
goodness.
Jody, I'm taking back our country, going from west to east.
Go west. I mean, east, young man. Huh? Mr. President, we got a message from the Information Management Department. The coup d'etat forces are making an announcement on national television.
Connect me.
Alright, time to watch some...
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where the password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today, we bring you a most unfortunate bulletin. Last evening, the city of San Francisco suffered extensive damage at the hand of Metal Wolf, who suddenly appeared. In addition to slaughtering unresisting citizens, this heinous terrorist took citizens
What timeline is
hostage
this set in?
and made an unjust demand for the release
The
of
true timeline.
violent criminals and the sum of $500 million. This vicious act could easily be the worst in U.S. history. Metal Wolf's pilot is meaner than Satan himself. And we will not permit him to get away with acts like this. We Americans will never yield to such evil.
Oh, I gotta close the window.
We Americans will obtain our own justice. Although martial law continues, my fellow Americans, please bear with our situation. To defend this lovable nation, let's lead the brave fight together. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where our motto, justice over theory, is your motto.
I love justice.
Me too.
We've been made public
What's your
enemy
favorite part
number one.
about justice?
It's that I can fight for my own justice in a giant robot.
How about seeking exile or
It's not my
asking for
favorite
help from
part
other
about
nations?
justice.
No, I'm the president.
I'm the
I
president.
can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Mr. President.
What does that
Jody,
even mean?
update me on the situation in the West.
I hate how their faces move.
Yeah, it's good.
On the prison island Alcatraz, only 3 kilometers offshore from San Francisco, the enemy force is setting up a huge electromagnetic Alcatraz
Oh, we
cannon
gotta
to
stop the
combat
Alcatraz
terrorism.
cannon.
All the shelling
Oh.
in the desert region
Oh,
has
no.
inflated fear by destroying the energy.
Not the
currents are
Alcatraz
so
cannon.
strong that no one has ever escaped from Alcatraz. Smash the island prison.
All
That's
right.
in the
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Godspeed, Mr. President. Alright. Time to destroy the Alcatraz cannon in the name
Enemy
of freedom.
forces occupy Alcatraz Island.
Jody, what is that
I love
daunting
destroying,
thing?
and I love especially the name of
Alcatraz
freedom.
Cannon.
How original.
How
Richard,
original.
You'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
Surrender?
If you fail to comply, the Alcatraz cannon will zap you back west coast.
Will it now? Not if I zap it first.
Mr. President, the Alcatraz cannon just started to recharge.
I'm on the move. I'll smash it faster than a Florida recon.
A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Is that...
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting.
Oh.
That's the heinous terrorist.
Forget him, and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President, that... was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
The U.S. military is being decimated platoon after platoon.
What I wouldn't give for a fly swatter for this buzzing insect. Alcatraz cannon has been recharged 50%. Don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Mr. President. do is put a stop to the Alcatraz cannon, Mr. President.
The army has been completely vaporized. Metal Wolf, your cruelty won't go unpunished. Oh no! The final fortress has been demolished.
Oh no.
So the U.S. military has had something up its sleeve.
Those who interfere will be eliminated.
The energy tanks in the surrounding area are a key part to the Alcatraz cannon.
The destruction actually looks pretty good in this for an Xbox game.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's just replacing one texture with another. But it still looks good. It's a lot of it. I wonder how often the frame rate dipped on the original Xbox game.
I bet a lot.
Almost certain.
Oh no.
Wait a minute! Before Metal Wolf could seize the area, under military orders, the soldiers blew up the Alcatraz cannon. Simply amazing! The U.S. military gets the job done no matter what.
That's right.
That confused journalist better double check his facts.
Oh,
Today, once again,
journalists.
U.S. military forces were dealt a lethal blow by Metal Wolf.
This game,
But
like
thanks
journalists,
to these
are hate
heroes in our military,
I don't
Metal
think
Wolf
this
and his
game has any
conspiracy
strong
have been
political
held in check.
opinions
Our hearts go out to the
other
men
than
and women
lol
who sacrificed
America.
their lives in battle. And to their
Is it made
families as
in
well.
not
Any further
America?
reporting
This
is
was
true.
made by From
Japanese.
Software.
This team is seeking refuge.
This
Okay.
was an
Oh,
original
original
Xbox
release
game
only
that
in
never
Japan.
came out in the
Pursuing Metal
US.
Wolf, because yes, the pen is still mightier than the
Well,
sword.
it didn't come out
This
until
has been
Devolver
Peter
Digital made a
McDonald
PC
for
port.
DNA.
Yeah.
Talk about biased reporting. It's
I think
exhausting to
DNN is
listen
pretty.
to. But
Yeah.
at least the West Coast is safe now. Excellent work, Mr. President.
Wait, MP7?
Yeah.
How does a giant robot hold an MP7? Is it just sized
It's a
up for him?
robot-sized MP7. Destroy Metal Wolf, we cried along like hysterical brainwashed children, and that ignorant chorus became the battle hymn of our oppressors. In time, we would be made painfully aware of just how blind
By
we
the
were.
way, Jody, what happened with yesterday's email?
The Information Management Department succeeded in contacting the source of the email.
Really? Let me hear it.
I am the one who formed the Resistance to put a stop to Richard Hawk and his recklessness. Right now I'm aiming for a united uprising and seek volunteers. Metal Wolf, we eagerly await your rampage.
Great. They haven't sold out hope yet.
Mr. President, I haven't been this happy since that supermarket going out of business sale when I was searching for my favorite candy and I found the last box all covered in dust at the back of the rack. And the expiration date was still good.
I know the feeling, Jody. Brief me on the
I
next battlefield.
wanna hear
Sure,
a
Mr.
post-mortem
President.
on this game. Because it's one of those things where it's like, how intentional is this versus how unintentional?
The enemy force is strengthening their suppression of Beverly Hills.
I mean,
This is due to information
if it's
that
from the
while
Hideo
number of
Kojima
soldiers
school,
equipped
I
with
would say
heavy
mostly
firearms is great,
unintentional.
if
Oh,
you
this is
pay
not the
higher
Hideo
attention to
Kojima
their
school.
attacks,
No.
you know, the verticals in this battle theater are violent.
There is nothing
And
slow and
systematic
pondering about this. This is
Good
just...
No one
I
is
feel like
talking
this-
about Snake. You need to understand Snake, the soldiers.
Would this game be improved by someone going Snake the Soldier?
No.
No. Richard! Michael!
This entire... this... I would compare this in tone to maybe an episode of... Well, I wouldn't even say an episode of G Gundam. That... I think this is more like just it's a bunch of shitposts, basically, before shitposting was... I mean, it was a thing in 2004, but... Like, it's just a bunch of jokes. Every
I
line.
think Gundam is pretty.
G Gundam specifically, maybe.
Gundam is pretty tongue-in-cheek.
Which
That
one?
depends on which Gundam we're talking about.
You keep pronouncing it weird. Gundam.
Yeah, Gundam.
No, I'm not calling it Gundam.
I'm just reading it as written.
There is a space between the G and the Gundam.
There's a dash.
Gundam.
Well, then it's a G Gundam.
I don't know.
Enemy
Should I call it
explosive
Jadash
devices are
Gundam?
all over the city of Beverly
Yes.
Hills.
Yes, you should.
Destroy all the bombs and liberate the town.
We have to save Beverly Hills from the bombs.
Roger that.
That sounds like a skippable. That sounds like it should be. It'd be funny if that were a skippable mission.
What you're looking at is the heinous terrorist Metawolf as seen from the air. Just what
This
will
game,
become of Beverly Hills and its stately mansions
via
with
the
a
arena,
smell of
they
mud.
played Dark
Stay
Souls.
tuned as this camera and I bring you
gonna
all
say.
the
I have
news
bad
you
news,
want to
Gino.
know.
Every video game after 2011
Not him
played Dark
again.
Souls.
I mean specifically in some of the things they're going for, joke-wise and like reference-wise.
In this game?
No, the card game I was playing earlier.
I was about to say this game came out 2004.
No, this game hasn't. The game I'm playing, there was a card called Dark Rolls. Dark Souls, but it was spelled like your feet. And then whenever you take a certain amount of damage, you get a thing called a Dark Roll, which lets you roll your character. And the animation is a dodge roll. There's a Y hammer in this.
Yeah. Dark Souls, as it turns out, is an extremely influential video game.
You love rolling? Dark Souls got you covered.
Arguably, well, I wouldn't say it's the most influential the past decade, but it's way up there.
I lost the war. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Lost the war.
The National Guard troops have been
Oh,
defeated.
no.
Metawolf has annihilated the troops and plans to capture Beverly Hills. His end game.
Mr. President, that's a bomb.
Well, I'm
If
going to take
approached carelessly, it
whatever
will detonate.
losses
Destroy
I
from a
had,
safe
and I'm going
distance.
to redouble my efforts to get people to pronounce the show Gundam.
Gundam.
I will vehemently refuse.
I don't remember that she attacked
No. Well, most of us are like barely over 30, so
It's stuck in my mind forever.
I don't know. Gino might be. Are you still in your 20s, Gino?
No. I am barely in my
Oh,
30s.
this looks promising. The pride of the U.S. military. Blackhawks raise their ugly heads.
I am old enough to have watched Gundam.
I watched it on Cartoon Network.
This party.
Hey,
Hey, I'm playing a video game.
Playing America.
Yeah, I'm playing the most American video game.
Are you playing the original or the remaster?
I'm playing the remaster because original Xbox emulation is questionable.
Okay. So I think we're gonna all talk about how much we love America, right?
Yeah,
That's what this game's about.
yeah. It's about saving America.
Saving America. With mechs that can only possibly be created through the foundations of capitalism and scientific research.
I think we lost him. It's fine.
defeated.
Oh, put a sock in it.
Helicopters.
I hate them.
Hate them. They're awful creatures.
Well, enjoy the courage. I'm gonna leave it. See ya.
Alright. Talk to you later. Hopefully your day's good tomorrow.
Man, those explosions.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're good. So I know that the people behind Armored Core and the team that worked on this game says, no, we deliberately wanted to make a satire, a parody. And I don't know if that's like them trying to explain what they were actually thinking, or whether that is just, you know, equivocation post facto, like, no, of course we didn't think that this was a serious American Western action film thing. Of course we knew it was a joke.
There's no way this isn't a joke. Like, this game knows it's pretty silly. I don't know how silly it knows it is, though. But on the other hand, look at the way I can carve these trees up. That's pretty good.
Especially for an Xbox One or
original Xbox game.
One. Original Xbox.
Yeah, that's pretty good for an original
Xbox. I will say that the way that all your weapons kind of pop out of those canisters on the back, that's very much something that was in Armored Core 3, which came out 2 years prior to this. Although it would get much more intricate with 4. Kind of like the weird phalanges sticking out. Like an assortment of weapons. It definitely became a focal point with 5, is having multiple weapon types attached into kind of some sort of combat wheel without put them in the correct configurations.
More about the phalanges.
Phalanges. I was always impressed by the animations on the mech suit.
Fellow Americans, support our troops with all your hearts.
That's right. Support the troops.
I'm saluting right now, just not with my hands.
I don't understand. Please spell it out.
Using his toes.
How did you know I'm into that stuff? I'm getting this that Kraft Mayo ad on Twitch right now.
Yeah,
where
it's
they
upsetting.
They pixelate the mayonnaise because the person narrating the commercial is like making it seem like it's hot that this sandwich has mayonnaise.
Yeah, no, it's upsetting.
Because I don't know if you realize this, mayonnaise is white, the color white, right?
Yes.
And there's a certain
bodily fluid
that is also white.
No, I don't understand this. Please.
Which one?
So the one that comes down below when you are, let's say, coitus.
Okay.
If you are
When you are coitus?
When you are coitus.
Words have meanings. Hate's out.
Hey, ladies. When I am coitus.
The limousine goes into the garage, and then it goes in reverse, and then it goes back into drive, and then it goes into reverse, and then it goes back into drive. Then it goes into reverse, and then it goes back into drive. And then it spills white gasoline all over the place.
No, he's in Price is Right.
Now you need peanut butter.
Oh, we gotta rescue these POWs.
Yeah, it's like, Contra. Metal Slug.
A musician was among the
Ah, you're using that
POWs you
flamethrower.
rescued. I wonder
I'm
if
pretty
the
sure that
Vice President wants to go
flamethrower
as far as
is
to control the music in America.
prohibited by the Geneva Conventions.
Did we sign those?
Maybe not in this universe.
In this universe, no.
Wow, Mr. President. This seems like the Geneva Convention's violation. Ah, it's okay. We didn't sign those anyway.
Conventions were weak.
The only convention I want to go to is an anime convention.
Don't you know it?
Metal Wolf has
Have you seen
infiltrated
the
garden of a
pictures
big
of the amount of people at the Anime
home of
Expo right now?
international superstars.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There are too many.
Does Metal Wolf
Yes.
now with a $3.2 billion man? Maybe he's going to take out a loan. Oh man, he's destroying the mansion. Add destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against Metal Wolf's...
That's just true. What's the Constitution do against this robot?
It's too shit.
Kind of reminds me of the Splinter Cell game. I think the last one, true Splinter Cell game that came out.
Blacklist?
Yeah, and there's a guy that says, I've got fucking rights, and he's like, yeah, show that to you. Let's see if we can get you a lawyer, and he just throws him in jail.
Yeah.
And proceeds to, like, enhance, interrogate him.
Yeah. That's...
Jingoism.
Oh, God. It's fine. They're safe.
They just disappeared, are you sure?
Yeah.
Metal Wolf has control of the entire town. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge.
Oh, no.
But our coverage of these events will continue. Because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
This is what America is.
I'm sure those wealthy fat cats will repair the damage, making their homes even more beautiful than before. Nice work, Mr. President.
Listen, Metal Wolf is actually just a stimulus. In liberating Beverly Hills, the president gained the financial support of some of America's wealthiest citizens, who poured money into his campaign. Anti-Hawk sentiment had a new hero, and that hero's name was Michael Wilson. Later, Hollywood would bring his thrilling story to life in the blockbuster action biopic Metal Wolf, which topped box office charts for 42 weeks and won multiple Oscars. Naturally, the film's theme song and #1 single was penned by international superstar Manny Gold, one of Beverly Hills' own.
Any word from the Resistance?
Yes, I'll play it for you now.
Question: biopic or biopic?
Biopic.
Biopic.
Metal Wolf, we applaud and
Yeah,
appreciate your efforts. Our membership has started to rise one brave soul at a time.
Let's just say that, you know, playing this game and some of the earlier Armored Cores, Kota Hashino has gotten better at making music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the music in this game is
I
real
feel like
good.
a mother hen here.
Okay, Mr. President, you best hurry and get...
It's insane to think that the person who did the music for this game would go on to make Sekiro and Elden Ring's music.
Yeah, it's fine.
The radar jamming facility for their secret defense is set up in the town. Metal Wolf's radar could be jammed. Please destroy all target areas this mission goes by the call name My Darling Clementine Operation.
Yep.
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
I pray for the president.
It's fine. The American people are under an oppression, and there's only one way to solve
This place is pretty run down.
Ah yes, Arizona.
Like a town in an old western.
Arizona's the only way?
Station is located here.
Look at this.
The number of target areas and
It's just a
enemies seem
wild
limited.
West Coast town, just like in
Let's
Arizona.
mop this area up ASAP.
I mean, not that
Cody,
far off.
Sorry, but these
Sorry,
guys
but
might
these
slow
guys
me
might
down.
slow me down.
Huh?
Oh look.
Major, Michael Wilson.
You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
And now you'll die for it.
Whatever.
What the fuck?
This is like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Yep. You're right.
Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded
This is really
now,
good.
how about heading for high ground? Taking on
Is this
all
game
three at
good?
once Could be bone-breaking. The enemy's
no.
capabilities cannot be picked up due to radar
Because it
trouble.
seems super
How about we make a fresh
simplistic
start by
and
destroying the
incredibly
enemy's radar
repetitive.
jamming facility?
But
The
other hand.
The joke seems to be the main reason you're here.
That's a radar jamming installation. The best medicine
seems like
for
a
that
really good
kind of
joke.
headache is pumping it
Does.
full of a heavy dose of lead.
Sometimes when you shoot buildings, the game isn't properly corresponding with things, so it looks like the buildings are bleeding when they shouldn't. But it's because the bullet area of effect is large enough to hit a nearby vehicle. God. See how you shot that building and all those people just jumped up in the air?
Yeah.
That was looking good.
The defense strength is high against live ammunition.
Oh, you really are that good.
Mr. President, 2 more enemy missile cowboys still remain.
How'd you let him get you?
One special mobile armor enemy is left. You destroyed all the target areas. The enemy in special mobile armor are all that remain.
Major, please die like a man.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to sing the blues for the troops.
Oh no. He was forced to sing the blues for the troops.
No.
Special mobile armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West
Just
hero?
like an American.
Not too good. I'm not the hero
I'm
type.
not the hero type.
I'm just doing my job as president.
That's right.
Just like the hero type would say.
Like, I'm really good that a lot of highlights came out of this Summer League game that the Kings had with Keegan Murray, but also he's a made man. Why the fuck was he allowed to play?
The precariously positioned Arizona resistance base.
As
had
with
come with a
most
heavy
Summer League
fire.
games, they let him like run point and do shit that he won't do in real games.
But you don't. He's
Joey,
a made.
What's the situation
He's a made
on the ground
man.
across America?
Hey, I
In
know.
the West, areas where the Army is
what
pulling out
teams do
are
with
on
Summer
the
League.
rise. But across the
Tell you.
nation, the situation
No,
isn't so
it's
good.
usually like, hey, we know you've been working on shit, but
I'll free
also
the whole
we don't want
land
you to get
soon
hurt.
enough.
Go
Any email
spend
from
time
the
with your family.
resistance?
Yes, there is. The man's voice is as cool as ever. Please have a listen.
Metal Wolf, thank you. Our membership is steadily on the rise. More reliable, trustworthy sympathizers have joined our fight to revolt. The day will come soon. When we're ready to rise up, I'll be sure and let you know.
Thanks.
The resistance leader.
Tough as nails. Now I'll head out to liberate the
I
West.
hate how these faces animate so much.
It's good.
Operating
The
out of
Grand
a massive
Canyon.
helicopter base constructed in the Grand Canyon, enemy Army helicopter units continue to oppress the American West. The target area terrain is sure to be confusingly fierce because the enemy Army has taken over guerrilla base. Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1 mile deep ravine. Good luck and
Finally, what if a Desert Eagle, but for a robot?
This is the future liberals want.
Yeah.
The liberals want to take away our guns.
Yeah, so they can run around with giant mechs that have Desert Eagles that are sized like mechs.
No, if it was a liberal robot, he'd be carrying a stock of, like, what, lettuce and kale.
Just a bunch of hormones to make everyone's transgenders.
Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection days?
No, I don't remember anything. Except the smell of blood and gun smoke.
Oh no, the president has PTSD.
It would be kind of funny if a robot could shoot
All
hormones.
right,
Yeah.
let's rock and roll.
Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down joke, please. build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye.
Well, now the neighbors are starting to set off their fireworks.
Welcome to America.
My dog is directly next to me at all times.
Yeah, think about my poor dog nephew.
Well, your dog nephew has to get used to the consequences to freedom.
Ooh. Does your area have sudden pop-ups that show up?
Oh, yeah.
Selling fireworks?
All over the neighborhood.
President, there are 3 target areas remaining. Watch your feet, too.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were held in the mountains to maintain military helicopters.
All right!
This kind of blind spot isn't normally discovered. Now that's what I call insight, sir.
Gotta rescue the people of this wonderful country.
So what are y'all doing? Anything? You're doing it.
I'm doing this right now.
I'll probably play this tomorrow. Because I
I'm
bought
going-
it.
This game is very silly.
It does but it's a fun, silly.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
What?
I should mute.
Have you
I
finally
should
cracked?
I should mute. I'm watching a video on on Twitter. It's a
still
video
works for
of
you.
a French bulldog humping a car's wheel, causing the car to honk its horn, and then the owner asking the dog, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then it immediately feels ashamed.
Well, it just passed 12 a.m. over here on the East Coast, so I figured Twitter's rolled over and you could
I'm
view
gonna put
like
this
600
into-
posts.
I'm gonna put this into. No, that's no longer a limit.
No, it's just now their entire infrastructure is melting.
It's a tiny target
Okay,
area,
Elon
huh?
Musk is gonna use his
Almost like a
satellite
president.
network to support
Too
it.
bad you don't
Yeah.
have any bird seed. I guess you'll have to give him some
Definitely,
delicious
that's a real thing.
firepower instead.
Satellite.
Mr. President, there's only one target its original state.
The musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
We need to save these musicians from being forced to entertain the troops. My poor dog nephew.
He'll off work tomorrow.
I
mean, yeah.
I know school's over for Zeke, but I think he still have something to do. Do we know if any of the I know this is a From Software game, but do we know if any of the Armored Core team worked on this?
It was the Armored Core team.
Yeah.
It was them? Okay.
I mean, also they were making like one Armored Core game a year.
That's not true. It was every other year. Oh wait, if you include the expansion pack.
Yeah, I'm talking about the expansions. Because Armored Core 2 was 2000, Another Age was 2001.
3 was 2, and Silent Line Nexus 9 Breaker. Wait, they released Nexus Line Breaker Formula Front and the same year, if I recall correctly.
Do you think if Dark Souls wouldn't have taken off, do you think From Software would have gone into business?
I have no idea.
With the HD age?
That's part of the reason why they kept signing those exclusivity contracts with Microsoft. People forget about that Xbox One to early 360 era where they were constantly, they were one of those standby developers for the Xbox. Because, they were taking that money. I think that they would have continued to persist, but they would have followed the same crease that a lot of the smaller time developers in Japan took, which is they would have opened up a mobile division and they would have kept making smaller mid-sized B-tier games. Funded by those gacha games.
And that's a fair bet.
Mr. President, a fresh supply of troops
Oh
is coming.
no.
So you're Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can die for Sir Richard.
Oh no.
It's ID now.
Not Christina.
There's more where that came from. I'll lay my life down for Sir Richard. Take that.
He's a sticky...
Screaming.
Sir
Wait,
Richard.
is that it?
I'm sorry.
I wonder what anyone sees in the vice president. Hurry up and move ahead.
God. This is gonna be unlistenable.
What's unlistenable?
The archive of this stream.
Oh. Why? Just weird people?
I'm just looking at my sound, and it's picking up.
I actually have the volume turned up on the stream and it sounds fine.
Okay.
What is it picking up?
Fireworks.
Oh, I don't hear any fireworks coming through your stream.
Red.
I don't hear fireworks coming up with
I hear myself through your stream, and like always, I feel like I sound kind of blown out.
So you're asking me to set fireworks off so is that we can hear them on this stream.
No.
Got it. Okay.
That's a friend of animals.
There were many signs in my neighborhood.
So apparently, like, what the Armored Core team was is like, okay, we've got a medium-sized budget, but not something too big. We have to make it exclusive from Microsoft. And so, because I watched the, like, behind-the-scenes Devolver Digital interviews that they made for this game, they were like, okay, maybe instead of an Armored Core game, what if we made a Togi, but with mechs?
Okay. So you're saying that a Togi plays like this?
Kind of.
Oh, no.
But it's more melee focused.
Because I'm gonna say, this game's fine. It's very arcadey.
This seems like something you want to finish in 5 hours. But yeah, Armored Core 6 looks great. I wish it wasn't coming out next to several other things.
Can you imagine you're like a foot soldier? You see this giant mech that just pulls out this giant weapon reel of like comically sized M1A1.
The people who he's standing next to look to be like over half as tall as this thing. I don't know if there's just a perspective weirdness thing
No,
or what.
These are definitely way small. This is definitely a much smaller mech than the ones in Armored Core. I mean, we can goof around
What
with
happened
some
to
more
Mech
armor.
Warrior?
What happened to Mech Warrior? Mech Warrior 5 came out a couple years ago.
died. Yeah, they made a new game recently.
Mech Warrior 5 is on Game Pass. You can go play some Mech Warrior if you want to.
I don't know that I do.
Okay, Gino,
It's
but
alright.
let me
I had some fun with it.
put this to you. Legos, right?
Wait.
People love Legos.
No. Braden, I have to ask something. Gino, are you aware that Mech Warrior is based off of a tabletop game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Now
based
you
on
can continue.
BattleTech.
Yeah, some people don't know that.
It's based off of Warhammer 40k, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of, yes, every video game is based off of Warhammer 40k, actually.
That will be true.
I mean, with the great Games Workshop pumping out games.
I guess the reason why we sometimes think that there was like this hiatus for Mech Warrior is because VASA got purchased by Microsoft and they ran the company down to the ground and it ceased to exist.
Please look forward to a sequel to BattleTech coming never. God, that BattleTech game is so good.
Yeah, if you want turn-based strategy Mech Warrior, there's a BattleTech game, which I own but haven't played yet.
You're talking about the 2018 game.
Yeah,
by
the
published by
Harebrained Schemes
Paradox.
one.
Okay, yeah. Apparently that game did not do well.
Well, now they're making what seems like a sort of a Desperados or stealthy tactics, like a Mutineer Zero.
With a mech?
No, not with mechs. It's called the Lamplighters League.
Oh, you're talking about the developers making that. I thought they were making a Mech Warrior stealth game, and I'm like, stealthy mech does not sound possible.
Yeah, that's
You know, I mean, I'll be very honest. I know that it's the game that was big for a lot of people, but like, Mech Warrior 2 was very important to a young ZP.
Mech Warrior 2 came with our Windows 95 PC. I could not tell you a thing about it because I was too young to understand it.
Did anybody in your family play it?
No.
suppose the disc has been lost to time.
Oh yeah, all that stuff is long gone. And also, I'm sure if I wanted to actually play MechWarrior 2, there was.
There are. You could probably. Nope. You should probably play 3 instead.
Okay, but what if I played all of them?
What if you played all of them?
What if I became a mech person, like Relkin said I was going to be?
Should.
Yeah.
It's your new thing.
You could go down much darker holes.
I'm a mech editor.
Become ungovernable, become Austin Walker.
Is MechWarrior Online still up and running?
Oh man. I had a MechWarrior phone on my Motorola.
Yeah. There were a couple.
It was not good.
Survey says, yes, this game is indeed. It's free to play now, like everything. A bunch of downloadable content.
Oh yeah, I'm to understand the monetization in MechWarrior Online is actually like...
If I wanted to buy all of the DLC for MechWarrior Online, it would cost me $337.82.
Yay!
Nah, actually they'll get stuck in the Hoover Dam.
I know that Piranha Games did that game, but they also did MechWarrior 5. People seem to have liked MechWarrior 5 a lot more.
Finally, peace will be brought to Arizona.
Finally, peace will be brought to Arizona. I'm sorry.
War really doesn't fit these lovely surroundings.
MechWarrior 5 have an online component that might as well be MechWarrior Online?
Jody.
Yeah. I'm saying let's all get into MechWarrior 5. I'm sure it has co-op missions.
It does. It has player versus environment co-op.
I want.
Yeah, I played with my brother some.
I want a giant railgun that does all the heat. Hooray. President Wilson had taken the West by storm. With no legs left to stand on, Park's coup d'etat forces had no choice but to go on the retreat. The resistance was gaining steam, and all at once cities across America began to rise up and fight back. Thanks to Michael Wilson's huffing and puffing, the winds of freedom were blowing again and stronger than ever. However, Richard Hawk had a black heart and unwavering ambition. Soon the course of history would do another about-face.
Jody, what's the situation across America?
The coup d'etat forces have retreated from the western states.
Yes!
This should kick the resistance movement into high gear.
I can't wait.
You got a voicemail from the resistance, Mr. President.
Metal Wolf, thanks to your efforts, the stage is set for a united revolt in the West. I'm considering moving ahead. However, before this takes place, I'd like to meet you in person to talk. I'll contact you with the details later.
Mr. President, what do you think?
I've been wanting to meet him too.
So let's get you two together.
Sure, but before that, we'll head east. Until we take back all of America, there's no rest for the wicked.
You said it, Mr. President.
Well, Jody, at long last, we head east. We'll reach the East Coast in a flash.
Metal Wolf. Planning on wiping out New York this time? You enemy of the people, I, Richard Hawk, won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold
Okay, Braden, I think his mech is bigger than yours.
justice without fail.
Yeah! Suck on my missile punch!
He knocked down a skyscraper.
And the reason is
Just like in real life.
Richard Hawk and the last great American
He's the last
hero.
great American hero.
They're wrestling like actual wrestlers. They walked up like actual professional wrestlers. Good.
I watched that Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla?
King Kong.
Godzilla King of the Monsters, the new movie.
Oh, okay. That movie has some cool like shots in it, but it cuts back to the humans too
Dear
often.
fellow Americans,
That is its problem.
good
I
evening.
agree.
This
Like,
is
there is a
Kyle
shot
from the government
Sorry, go
policy
on.
promotion
Oh,
department,
Godzilla
where
wrestling.
Freedom
There
in the
is
United States
there is a
wasn't
shot
built
in that
in a day.
movie, like a really wide shot
Good
showing
news.
Ghidorah like
Finally.
against a like dark blue
Finally,
background
the
that I
evil
think
has
looks
been crushed.
amazing.
This evening,
But they spend so
Metal,
much time
who
focused on the
suddenly
human
showed up in
characters.
New York, was thoroughly
Godzilla vs. King Kong is pretty
durable,
cool. It's pretty. It focuses less on the human characters as the movie
piloting a
goes on.
special heavy mobile
The reason
armored
why I
unit.
like Godzilla vs. King Kong is
He
because
annihilated
it's
the
essentially a
evil.
wrestling movie.
Occurring
Yeah.
at the same time from a confidential
The way they
covert
build up the
operation.
storyline and the way that they
We have
pace
also
out
learned that
the
underground terrorists
matches
and
between the
Metal Wolf
two
sympathizers in
combatants.
hiding
It is very much wrestling
were
storytelling.
captured in succession all around the
I
country.
need to watch Godzilla vs. Kong.
Although martial
It's
law
very
will continue
good.
until we are sure that
It's
your
exactly
safety
what
can
you
be
want.
completely secured.
Good.
For today,
yeah.
only, let's celebrate
It's very
this
stupid.
victory.
I've been going through movies
been
that
an announcement from
my
the
wife would
Government
have no
Policy
interest in
Promotion
watching with
Department.
me.
Your
Yeah.
freedom
So I watched
is
Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I've been
Metal
looking.
Wolf crushed?
There's been a number of Godzilla movies I've contemplated. I'm
Shin
glad to
Godzilla,
hear.
like Godzilla vs. King Kong is like very entertaining and stupid, but I would say that Shin Godzilla is like the legitimately good Godzilla movie to watch.
Yeah,
Is that one of the new ones, or is that?
that's the Japanese one.
It's the newest
Most
Japanese
recent
one.
Japanese one.
Directed by the guy who made Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Don't even beat a Hollywood B movie.
Richard's up to his old tricks again.
He's up to his old tricks again.
Mr. President, according to the Special Intelligence
Guy who did
news
Neon
from
Genesis
Andy
Evangelion?
Kurita,
Yeah.
He directed Shin Godzilla and
Yeah.
wrote it, I think.
And he did
Shin
Shin
Godzilla is actually
Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider as well.
Actually, we've lost contact
told that
with
one
the
of those is
resistance
better than
leader
you.
too.
We have?
It appears all the resistance activities
The
have
thing
gone
about
south.
Shin Godzilla that's funny, and like not really funny, but like and even not really amusing, but the kind of the point of the movie is it's a bunch of bureaucrats who keep passing the buck on what to do about Godzilla. That's the movie.
And they don't know what to do.
It is an extremely unsubtle metaphor also about the 2011 earthquake and tsunami.
Because I'm the president of the
These are the
United
best kind of
States
Godzilla movies,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It's good.
President,
There's no time for self-pity.
Anyway, those who died were imposters.
Jody, get me up to speed
He is the
on the
president.
situation in the East.
How many fucking fireworks do they have?
Oh, now I can hear some fireworks.
You can hear the fireworks.
Oh, my poor
They're
dog.
popping off.
My poor dog nephew. Yeah, those are, those are big fireworks.
Yep, now I can hear them.
Alright. Maybe we call it for Metal Wolf Chaos right now.
the
Just love
enemy
that
army
thing's
has
called
dried
Metal
up
Wolf
real-
Chaos.
Good luck.
Yeah, the 3 words that say America.
Yeah, this particular version is Metal Wolf Chaos XD. I don't know what the XD stands for, but
extra doofy.
Welcome.
All right, we did it. All right. Thank you for your service.
You want to come see real explosions?
Yes.
You're almost over.
Okay.
You need to go comfort the goat.
I know. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. I'm
going
going to rate Joku, who does not have fireworks, just actual fires near him.
Alright, I'm gonna dip out because it's 12:30. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
God. How many fucking fireworks?